Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again, and today we're going to take a look at a very awesome figure. Today we're taking a look at the Transformers Masterpiece Grimlock. Grimlock, leader of the Dinobots, Grimlock. Masterpiece, meaning that he's joining Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Starscream under the Masterpiece collections. Very cool. I don't have the others. I would really like the Megatron, even though he's a little finicky, but I would really love to have that one. For now, starting with Grimlock being my first Masterpiece, I think I'm going to be pretty happy, because from what I've seen, he is awesome. Let's see, as you can see, beautiful packaging. If he'll set you back about $70 if you buy him retail at Toys R Us. He's the Toys R Us exclusive. And he'll set you back about $70. If I had had the money, I would have loved to have gotten two of him, because keeping one in pack, he looks fantastic. The packaging looks great. Kind of the slope here, very unique. I really love it. You can see some of the accessories he comes with, as well as kind of his features, which we'll kind of go over. In Dino mode, he has his color-changing eyes. And in robot mode, he has electric lights, glowing sword, Dinobot crown of leadership, and his blaster. Here on the side, or the other side, we've got the portrait of Grimlock, which, you know, I don't think it's G1 art, but it looks pretty close, and it's just a really cool portrait. His bio reads, "Weakness offends Grimlock. He considers none so weak as those who refuse to use their full power or their full strength to command victory. As a result, he never had much respect for Optimus Prime. He barely even considers himself and his Dinobots to be part of the Autobot army most of the time. He only grudgingly helps the heroic Autobots because the tyranny of Megatron offends him even more than weakness. He longs for the day when Optimus Prime makes a final mistake, leaving a vacancy that Grimlock will be more than happy to fill." And there are his stats, which you may pause as needed. Masterpiece Grimlock. Masterpiece Grimlock again. Masterpiece Grimlock. But that's a quick look at him in the packaging. Let's take a moment, pop him open, have some fun. Be right back. Ooh, all right. We've got Grimlock out of his pack, and oh, what a fantastic figure. Couple of things that we're gonna not say so nice of things about. You know, we won't say nice things about a couple of things, but for the most part, awesome G1 redo. A great reissue, great redesign, and actually just very cool. Just very cool. Don't want to spend a lot of time just kind of gushing, so let's go ahead and take a look at him. First off, when you get a look at the figure, total G1 redo. I mean, everything about him, it just screams Generation 1. Looks awesome, looks great, get all the colors in the right places. You know, the metallic gold that was kind of iconic for the Dinobots, which actually, while I kind of show off a few quick things here, the Dinobots were from a series in Japan called the Dinoclones. The Dinoclone series of figures. And for anybody who doesn't know about the G1 Transformers, Dinoclone was a transforming robot series that actually was the source of about at least four that I know of. One I just found out about, actually. About four of the G1 Transformers series, or sets. Dinoclone would have, you could identify a Dinoclone transforming robot by the fact that it had a cockpit that a little pilot would fit in. So the Decepticon jets, Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, those original three came off the Dinoclone series because they had the cockpit for the pilot. But later, the Dinobots, which on Grimlock would have been down here in his, I guess pelvis/chest area. So the Dinobots with their cockpit, as well as the Insecticons. Because if you remember, the Insecticons also had kind of that yellowish transparent plastic that opened up, and there would be a cockpit for the pilot to sit in. So those three you could identify because of the cockpit. Now I just found out actually that the Constructicons merging to Devastator were Dino Clone as well. I did not know that. Apparently by that point they had given up on the pilot idea, but yeah, in the beginning, the Decepticon jets, the Insecticons, and the Dinobots, when they had the cockpit piece, that's how you knew it was going to be it was a Dino Clone. It was a Dino Clone design. So, little FYI to Transformer fans, little history on the G1s. Looking at Grimlock's articulation and his features, and I know I'm not going to have time to do this all in one video. In dinosaur mode, of course, he's got the very cool Tyrannosaurus Rex face, head. Jaw opens up, which inside you can see his flamethrower inside. Not something that was on the G1, I don't believe. Again, I didn't have Grimlock. I didn't have Grimlock because I knew 25 years later they'd do a better one. So I said, no, Mom, don't buy him for me. There'll be a better one later. But on the side, on his cheek here, if you press down, it's got a little snap. Now, you got to press down fairly hard. And I think by pressing down hard on it, it also is what keeps the jaw from snapping real well. But you can actually have different layers of open jaw. It's actually pretty cool. Also, one of the kind of gimmicks, which I'm not all that excited on, is that if you take his head and twist it, I don't know if you can really see, but if you twist his head, his tail will actually wag. You have to turn the head some pretty extremes to get, but it's there. And not something I'm necessarily all that keen on. I love the sculpting on the back here where the hinge is. That hinge is hid so well. I mean, it would stick out so bad on the G1. You knew that's where one of the joints was. But here they've covered it up with sculpting and everything else so well. You have the thrusters on the bottom. You could miss it. You could easily miss it. The head goes up and down, side to side as we showed. When you flip open the top of the head, and inside there's a little twisty thingy. Turn it like so. Oop, not too far. Like so. Or maybe not. Let me make sure I twist it the right way. There we go. Close it back up. You'll get the blue-eyed Grimlock. So they definitely made an effort to be sure to give you the chance to get either the comic book version or the cartoon version. I like the blue. There is a peg here up at the top of the head, and that was, for anybody who remembers the G1 Transformers episode, Grimlock's Brain, he actually had like a intelligence transfer that he sent to Computron, and he actually had a thing that would mount on his head. And that actually came on the import version. Doesn't come in the American version, which does suck. I was really looking forward to kind of having that extra accessory. That would have been just really cool. Wow, running out of time. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to go ahead. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're going to go ahead and go over the arm articulation first. It's on the ball joint. It does come up and twist. It's got a twist. Well, no twist of the hand, but the fingers are individually separate fingers. If I can bend his elbow here. There we go. Separate fingers. The leg, of course, comes up, twists, double joint or single joint at the knee, and his toes actually go down, which I don't quite know the benefit of that, but it does. There's no way I'm going to be able to do the transformation and show the robot mode with only 3 minutes left. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut this off here, and we'll take a moment, do part 2, show the transformation, and take a look at the robot. So stick around, rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back soon.